Okay, so I know I've titled this a full face of new drugstore makeup. It's not a full face of drugstore makeup. I'm a bad bitch. I have a full face of a brand new drugstore makeup apart from foundation, eyeshadow and, well, powder eyeshadow and lips. So first I'm going to take this Collection Vitamin Fix Cooling Primer. This wee primer here seems to be very similar to the e.l.f. Power Grip Primer or the Milk Hydro Grip Primer. Although whenever I did swatch it, it seemed to be a wee bit more hydrating or have more of like a serum-like hydrating feel to it instead of that really sticky tacky feeling. I have also actually looked at the ingredients in this primer as well because I did notice that it had a really soft smoothing feel to the skin. It has got dimethicone in it, so that's actually quite nice in the fact that it's going to kind of blur the complexion as well, fill in your pores while also hydrating your skin and also having a wee bit of tact to obviously prolong the longevity of your makeup. But yeah, that's quite nice actually. I'm gonna also go in with the e.l.f. Halo Glow Complexion Booster. I'm actually really excited to try this because I know I have the Charlotte Tilbury one, I have the collection one, but this is wild. This product, it's honestly like the Hunger Games trying to find and buy this product because it's honestly took me this long to actually get this one. And I take the shade 02, which is light medium? No, sorry, light, fair light. God. I absolutely love these products though. They are so good. It's just like the most beautiful, natural, radiant look to the skin, while also at that tint is kind of evening out your skin tone. It's not providing much, if any, coverage at all, but you kind of feel like with the tint that it's doing a wee bit of something, you know. It's not as intense as the Charlotte Tilbury one. I feel like that one provides a wee bit more of a glow and a dew to the skin, whereas I just find that this provides just a nice wee healthy sheen to it without it looking like too glossy even. Yeah, I really like that. That's a perfect colour as well, isn't it? It just looks so seamless on the skin. Just like the most beautiful, like natural glow coming through. Isn't this so nice? For foundation, still keeping it drugstore, keeping it affordable. I'm taking my Catrice True Skin Foundation. And then I'm taking this on my BK Beauty 101 foundation brush. I have a discount code down below for BK Beauty, guys, if you want to go and have a wee nosy. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to like just stipple this foundation just around my skin. Then I'm going to go in with a beauty sponge and just further press and blend that into the skin. And then this is also going to kind of lift up any of the excess product as well. That is so bad, you know. I'm on the Superdrug website. There's 12 shades of this concealer, which isn't that bad considering it's a concealer, okay? But I'm not even joking, there is one dark shade, two a push dark shades. You can literally see like side eye. This is of course the Studio London by Superdrug, their Flawless Creamy Concealer, and this does claim to be a full coverage but lightweight brightening concealer. I like the wee doe foot applicator, by the way. It's quite nice actually. Okay, so that blended out really easily and I blended out quite nicely as well. I'm going to build it up though, so just going to blend this side out first. Not that I need to, not that I need any coverage with her, but just I'm just literally doing it for the sake of it. So this is a brand from Superdrug. I did mention this in my haul a couple of videos ago that every single one of their products is like £5, $4.99. I think their foundation though is a wee bit more expensive, but it's still really affordable. So I've actually got quite a few of the products from that brand in today's video to try, because I was actually wanting to do like a full face, but I just didn't really want to buy nearly every single product to do a full face just in case the brand was rubbish or something. I don't know. That would obviously be entertaining for you guys, but you know. Yeah, you know what, that's not bad actually. I can already tell that it's not going to be like a favourite, but I feel like if you're just on the market for just like an everyday type of concealer that's going to give you that coverage and hydrating look to the under eyes and just going to conceal obviously and nicely brighten. So I obviously have built up a couple of layers there, and it doesn't look cake or anything, it's not separating, it's blending really nicely on top of that foundation as well. And yeah, the brightness, love it, really really nice actually. I'm just going to blend whatever excess is on my sponge just around my mouth. It didn't say what the finish was supposed to be, but I'm going to zoom these in because it seems to be a matte. That's definitely drying down. It's got no glowiness or dewiness to it at all, but it's definitely like a nice wee satin matte. So that's actually quite nice, you know. And do you know what? It's sitting on my under eyes beautifully, and like around my nose it actually does look flawless. Within the same brand, the Studio London, I got the Flaunt Flawless Bronzing Cream. So this is their Sun Drenched Sculpt Cream, and I got the shade 03 Medium. It doesn't say medium, I literally just made that up. I'm gonna give it a wee swatch first of all, just to kind of get a feel of what it feels like. Oh no. Okay. That swatch did not look promising. So I'm gonna go in with my usual, my 109 BK Beauty brush. It's definitely creamy, which is nice, although it's not too creamy where it's like greasy, you know what I mean? Does that make sense? The colour seems to be okay actually. It's just a really nice colour where it's not too warm and it's not too like orangey or anything where it's just going to make me look stupid. But it's just a really nice natural bronzy colour where it's just going to like warm up my skin. Do you know what? Slap this up my face. This is actually quite nice. You see how nicely this is blending as well actually. I'm going to apply a wee bit more after I have this blended to see how buildable it is as well. But yeah, that's actually quite nice, you know. And I have actually noticed that the finish of it as well is a wee bit more dewy than the concealer. Can you see that? Like I've actually blended it up quite high and it's actually leaving like a nice wee glow, like a wee dew to the skin, whereas the concealer definitely has got like a more mattifying finish to it. And that's blended beautifully. It hasn't uplifted any of the underlying product, it hasn't disrupted or disturbed any of the foundation. That was a really really nice formula to work with. It was really creamable. It was really creamy. I'm going to see now if it's buildable, and I just blend it really smoothly as well. I'm now going to try and blend it with this beauty sponge and see how we go on. Do you know what? That was really nice actually. Oh dear. Here's me pure slagging it. I'm thinking it was going to be crap. I'm going to zoom it in so you can really see what it looks like on the skin. It doesn't look muddy or anything. It's just blended beautifully. I think we kind of really need to remember that these products, like the Studio London ones, are a £5, so they're really really affordable. Yeah, I really like that actually. And with the exact same brand, Studio London, the Flaunt Flawless Blush. This is a cheek and a lip tint, and the shade is Empowered, which, that shade's a bit of me. How nice is that? It's just a really nice like peachy coral. Love it. And that's the swatch. If you'd have seen my haul, like, holy shit. If you see my haul, you would have seen that I was not expecting that blush to look like that, or to swatch like that, or to be as pigmented. I'm going to take the tiniest wee bit of this at a time, and we're going to build it up. So also taking this on my BK Beauty 108 brush. It's just a nice wee fluffy brush. And I'm just going to pat this just in my upper cheek area. I'm not going to be like swiping, blending or anything. I'm just going to be pressing this on. This brand has actually really surprised me. Honestly, like cheaper brands, affordable brands kill it these days. Like, look how nice that is. Like, it's really nicely pigmented, but you can obviously have control over it. So I'm obviously just wanting a nice wee nice wee veil, nice wee kiss of blush. Whereas if I wanted to go a wee bit more heavy-handed, make it a wee bit more intense, I obviously have the freedom to do that. Again, beautiful. That is blending seamless. It's blending like butter. The finish of it is quite nice. It seems to have a very similar finish to the bronzer. So that's it for the cream products. Yay! We can now go on and set everything. So I have two powders here, and you know what? I'm going to use the both of them. So I have the Makeup Revolution What? In Real Life filler powder. This is the powder that is the 2-in-1. We have the pressed powder at the top, and then down at the bottom here we have the loose setting powder. So I think I'm actually going to use this top one here just to kind of set my T-zone and my under eyes, and then we're going to go in and do a wee bit of back-in with the loose one. And then I'm also going to go in with my Maybelline powder as well, just kind of see what that's like. I just popped my nail off. That really hurt. Fuck, did it go? Where did it go? Ow. That really hurt. I was actually opening Kyle's car door one day and it was raining, so the handle was really slippery, and I'm not joking, I just went to open the car door and my hands just slipped and it took off this nail. I think it was just this nail here, and you know whenever that happens and you just hold it, you don't want to look because it honestly feels as if it's took your actual nail off too. It was one of those moments, and Kyle didn't realise that this had happened, and he was like, open the door! Open the door! And this was like out our back, or like out our driveway, sorry. And I was just in so much pain, and he was just going through me, and I just screamed, fuck up! Like, leave me alone! Like, I've literally just lost the nail. I thought I lost a finger too. Will I bake or use this one? Oh, I don't know what to do. I'm going to use this for my under eyes, and then I'll bake the rest of my face with the loose powder. So ladylike. Maybelline Super Stay Foundation Powder, and I've got the shade 03. Ooh, yeah, that shade's looking good. I have a darker shade in this. I think it's like 48 or something, and it's like the shade that I would actually use as foundation, but I do not like this powder as like actual foundation. I think it is because I do have dry skin and it just looks crap on me. It just looks uneven, powdery. It's just an absolute mess, to be honest. However, I do love this powder to actually set like the outer perimeter of my skin. I really, really like that. Oh no. See whoever created these wee flabby things here? I hope you have the shits and you're nowhere near a toilet. So annoying. Especially if you have nails. I think that's the only problem I have with them. Okay, so. Do you know what? Sue me. I'm going to press this into my under eyes as well. This will be a real test for the setting spray. And then I usually, of course, don't let that back sit for too long, so straight away I'm dusting that off. So, just between us girls, I never really know how to actually rate or talk about or describe a setting spray or a setting powder, sorry, but that's what it looks like. That's what them two powders look like on the skin. And I'm also going to give you the wee zoom in because I want you to see like how dry my skin actually does look every time I powder, because I have dry skin. So as you can see, like the powder does cling to my inner corners. You can see my under eyes just look dry, crepey. They even look wrinkly, but see, once I actually apply a setting spray, my skin just kind of seems to rejuvenate itself again, and the setting spray just seems to, I don't know, it just always seems to like soak up any excess powder and just kind of bounce my skin back again. So we're going to see if this wee £5 setting spray does the trick. And this is again from Studio London by Superdrug, and it's the You do you. I love that. Like it's actually you do you. And I absolutely love the packaging as well. It's really cute. Ooh. That mister seems to be nice. Okay, let's do this. Oh yeah, very nice. The mist is really fine. It doesn't smell like anything. That's annoying. I'm actually one of these really weird people who actually likes scent in their products. Yeah, that was really nice actually. Really, really nice fine mist. So I'm just gonna let that dry because I've actually drenched my face. So I'm gonna let that dry and then I'm gonna give these like another zoom in of my under eyes after. And you just go see like how nice my under eyes will actually look after I always use a setting mist. Well, hopefully. Oh my god, I'm flapping that much my rings are falling off. So I'm gonna give these another wee juicy zoom in. And I'm not too sure if you'll be able to notice the difference or not, but I can see that my under eyes definitely don't look as dry as what they did before. Yeah, I like even like the feel of my skin as well doesn't feel as dry and creepy and tight. You can see like on my skin how it's actually, yeah, you can see here. Like it definitely just has actually provided a nice wee dew to the skin and kind of soaked up any of that excess powder while also setting my skin as well and just kind of bouncing it back from looking dry and just powdery. Yeah, really, really nice. And again, fiver. And there's also a mattifying one as well, by the way, just in case you're somebody that doesn't obviously like a dewy finish. I first seen Hannah and I try this on, I think it was actually TikTok, and as soon as I seen her put this highlighter on her cheeks, I was sold instantly. So it's from Rimmel London and it is their buttery soft highlighting powder. I got the shade 01 Stardust. I'm not too sure how many shades there are in the collection, but this highlighter, this isn't like any other powder highlight because it doesn't look powdery and it isn't really powdery. It just feels like kind of like a hybrid between a powder and a cream. Does that make sense? Like, you know the way the Colourpop has that like bouncy, spongy feel? Well, it isn't like spongy or bouncy, but it just feels like a powdery cream. But I'm gonna swatch it here for you anyway. But that's what it looks like swatched. It's beautiful. Like, there's no glitteriness to it, it's just the most beautiful sheen. And I just hope that it looks as nice in my skin as it does on hers. Do you know what? It's been so long since I've been excited to use a highlighter. But because the formula feels the way that it feels, I'm just expecting this to just melt beautifully into the skin and just look seamless. And because of the like the sheen that it gives, I'm just expecting this on the skin to just beautifully just catch the light and not look like a big landing strip how I usually would look or would have looked back in the day, you know. It's blended beautifully into the skin. I even feel like you'd be able to use even a sponge to apply this to your fingers. I'm gonna apply a wee bit more with my fingers to kind of see how it looks. Just really pressing that in. Lovely. So I have two bronzers here to try. I really don't know what one to use. I'm kind of a wee bit scared of both of them. The first one I have here, collection, and it is the Sweet Kiwi bronzer. Now this bronzer is in the shade 1, and I don't know if that's the darkest shade or the lightest shade. Because it's 1, you would automatically assume the lightest shade, but like it's quite dark, isn't it? And then from Studio London, this is their pressed powder mattifying. This is a pressed powder. Pressed powder. What's going on? I thought that was a bronzer. Never mind, moving on. So we're just going to say that this is a bronzer, okay? And it's in the shade 03. Someone's leaning me towards this one. I'm going to take my BK Beauty 107 brush, and do you know what? I'm going to take just boop boop. But to start with, I'm just going to start by patting this on, just pressing it into the skin. It's looking okay though. I feel like it's because I'm kind of taking it easy. Especially my forehead, it's looking quite nice. And then see, with whatever excess is on the brush, I'm just going to blend out the sides of my nose. Okay, so if you have me on Instagram, you're probably thinking, what the hell? Basically, I had this palette up for sale yesterday on my Instagram and nobody wanted it, nobody bought it, so I had a wee nosy at it myself and I was like, do you know what? It's actually quite a nice palette. It really does actually go with the new NYX Glow Shots. This is like the only new eyeshadow product I have, by the way, and I do apologise that I know P. Louise isn't necessarily drugstore, but we're gonna move. It's not that big of a deal. But first up, I'm going to take the Made by Mitchell All Smudge No Budge liner. I'm just going to pop this in my waterline. This is the BK Beauty Angie Hot and Flashy A504 brush, and I'm going to pop this shade just in the outer and inner corner. And where is it? I'm going to take one of my brushes from my Buff and Blend collection and just hit that inner corner. I'm just going to start just in this shade to blend out the outer and inner corner. Just using these circular motions, and more so at the outer corner. I'm going to blend it quite far because I'm going to have this obviously quite smoky and blown out. I'm going to enter just this shade now, mainly on the brow bone. Just using really light pressure and just kind of dusting this on. Taking a bit of that first brush, taking a bit of that first shade and that first brush that we used, and I'm now just going to start to kind of build up the inner and outer corner again, and then just go in and give it all a wee blend. See down below, I have my Instagram. I think I have my Instagram down below. But make sure you go and follow me on Instagram, because over the next couple of days or something, or maybe next week, I'm not too sure, just whenever I kind of get the time, I'm actually going to start selling a load of makeup. I don't know whether to sell a load of my makeup on Instagram stories or on Vinted. I feel like when it's my Instagram stories, it's only there for 24 hours and then it's like poof. Whereas on Vinted, it's there, and you know, like you can buy it without contacting me, and you know, because like I sometimes feel like I would rather actually buy something without actually having to go and ask the person for it, and ask about shipping, and ask, you know, it's just saves talking to people, right? And you can just be like, buy now, no hassle, no nothing, and the next minute it's sent to you. So I had actually asked you this on my Instagram yesterday, like where you would prefer me to sell my makeup, or whatever makeup I'm actually want to sell, and most of you actually did say Instagram stories, but like that's handy enough, but whenever it's a lot of makeup, I feel like Vinted just makes more sense, because as I say, after 24 hours it's gone, and but yeah, follow me on Instagram, because I will be posting on there when I have my Vinted page up and running, where you can buy like makeup and stuff on that. And I was actually thinking of putting like home stuff on it as well, and clothes and everything, but it's mainly going to be makeup, by the way, like brand new makeup, unless stated otherwise. And I feel like I need to mention this as well, that it's not PR. I don't sell my PR, I never have and I never will. So this is just like a liquid eyeshadow, and it's in the shade Clementine Vine. This comes with a wee doe foot applicator. I'm just going to do one swipe down the centre of the lid, and then I'm going to go in with a flat packing brush. I'm just going to start patting that just along the centre of the lid, making sure to blend those corners as well, just before it dries. So do you know what, I feel like that's actually quite nice, like the way it is, it's quite subtle. And I did notice that like it blended very well. You know, the way sometimes liquid eyeshadows like this can be very, very hit or miss whenever you're actually blending it in with like a matte eyeshadow. You can get like patchiness and product buildup and whatever. Like you can see how nice that's actually blended. And like as I say, it's quite nice like that, but I want something a wee bit more. So I'm going to go into Inspire from the P. Louise palette, this shade here. For Maven Beauty, I'm going to take this liquid liner. I'm so sorry, this isn't new either, and it's not necessarily drugstore. When my lashes are getting tacky, I'm going to use a wee bit of mascara. This is the brand new Maybelline The Falsies Surreal Mascara. Let's just be honest, I bought it because of the packaging. I'm not that fussed when it comes to mascara because I'm just going to apply some false lashes anyway. And to do my lower lash line, I'm just taking the 1111 shade and running that really tight to my lower lash line. And I'm now going in, I done that with this wee brush here, and I'm now going in with a wee small petite blender just to kind of smudge that out. Now for lips, and I do apologise guys, I have no new lip products, but they are drugstore. So I'm going to take the Colourpop and Snitchery Lipliner. This is in the shade Scarlet Letter. Oh, that's a nice colour. Oh, perfect. And then I've got these Colourpop lippy sticks. I have the shade Sure Thing. Oh, that's pale. Maybe not. That tastes disgusting. This one is Unreal. So of course, as per usual, I will have everything listed and linked down below in the description box for you. It's down below. I said that twice, didn't I? Anyway guys, thanks all so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next one.